Good evening and welcome to Solano College for tonight's women's basketball matchup between the Solano Falcons and the Cosumnes River Hawks here on the Solano College Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I am Nate McKay. Joining me on the broadcast tonight is Courtland McLean and Brandon Kyle. Now, Courtland, heading into this matchup, Solano is 5-6 so far on the season. What are a couple players you're looking forward to in tonight's game?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? So a couple interesting players that we might want to keep an eye on tonight would be Sierra Chapman out of Armio High School. She's a 5'11 sophomore, and this season she's averaging about 11 points and 6 rebounds while shooting 56% from the free throw line. Last year she averaged about 6.2 points per game and 5.6 rebounds, so she's about doubling her scoring average. And we'd also want to look out for Cameron Hotcher. Since losing sophomore Arjo Lewis, who had provided so much energy and leadership to the Falcons, Cameron Hotcher brings that toughness to the court that they lack.
Solano has definitely have a couple of players that we should watch out for tonight. Now, Courtland, how about Cosumnes River heading into this matchup? What do they need to do to try to give Solano their 7th loss on the season?
Well, I spoke with Coach earlier, and he let me know that Cosumnes River will try to slow down the pace of the game by executing half-court sets and using their length on defense to disrupt Solano by playing in the zone.
Cosumnes River definitely has a game plan for tonight's matchup between the Solano Falcons. Now we're going to send it down to courtside for Brandon Kyle with a few words before tonight's game.
Guys, Cosumnes River is coming into this game boasting a 3-5 record. Now, I know 3-5 on paper doesn't look that impressive, but considering the fact that this is a team that won only 1 game last season, they are super excited to have already won 3 games before conference play has even begun. And they feel that a win tonight over the Falcons will give them a huge head of steam heading into conference play. Folks, we're going to take a short break, but when we return, we will bring you the Solano College Falcons as they take on the Cosumnes River Hawks.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports. It's an education.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
And we are underway here at Solano College between the Solano Falcons and the Cosumnes River Hawks. Right now, Solano in a set right now. Kicks out to the corner. That's number 2. Number 21 fires up a 3. Just misses. Rebound taken by Cosumnes River.
That was a pretty quick shot within that set. Looks like we might see Solano trying to swing the ball around, looking for open jump shots while they're in this zone.
It looks like there was a backcourt violation, so Solano gets the ball right back.
Yeah, that's not a good start for Cosumnes River here. They're really going to have to play their best game to beat the Falcons tonight.
Falcons swinging it around right here.
It's a lot of ball movement. Sierra Chapman in the post, kicking it out to number 10. Shoots that.
Just misses. Rebounded by Cosumnes River. Fight for the ball, and it is going to be a jump ball. That will give the ball right back to Cosumnes River. That means the next jump ball will go to Solano.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Dana Griffin, number 50 for Cosumnes River. She's a 6'5 freshman, and she seems pretty active, getting rebounds. And
that's Jada Scott bringing it up court. That goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks. Falcons will take it out.
See if they'll try to run an out-of-bounds play here to get an early bucket. Looks like a 4 class with a high screen.
Falcons swinging around out to the corner for 3, and that is a good 3 right there by Sunumi da Silva.
The Falcons looks like they're in man. They're matching up.
Jay Scott bringing it up court.
Swinging the ball to the corner.
Falcons still swinging around it here, passing to the inside. Layup is no good. Taken by the Hawks.
That was a very nice cut. They can get a lot of scoring opportunities off of that little simple cut, just like that.
Both teams seeming like they're having a little bit trouble gaining momentum early. We've only had 1 score so far. It's been 2 minutes into this first quarter. Both teams are just kind of having trouble finding their groove here, it looks like. Look, bad pass. Again, another mental mistake here by the Hawks, and they can't afford to have that if they plan on beating the Falcons here tonight.
Yeah, just another costly turnover right there, and another possession for the Falcons.
Yeah, only 2 minutes into the game. I'm pretty sure they'll get comfortable, start to run their sets, get a little sweat going, and things will end up falling their way.
Falcons with the offensive rebound, and a foul is called. That will put Solano at the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, number 23 for Solano, Vanessa Hudgens. That was a pretty good rebound. That's going to be a big part of tonight's game, being that they are undersized versus Cosumnes Oaks.
And she did a good job right there getting the rebound, especially against Deanna Griffin, one of the taller players out there for Cosumnes River, and especially in this game as well.
Hits
both shots good.
They're looking to apply pressure on the ball early, picking up before half court.
Yeah, that's number 4 that brought the ball down, Brooklyn Larkin. She's a sophomore. They're counting on her to do a lot here if they want to win this game.
Fast break right here. Jada Scott takes it in and just misses the layup. Here we go, fast break opportunity here for the Hawks. Now they wait, and they'll set up the play right here.
Looks like they're in a 3-out, 2-in offense. They're probably going to run a high-low action. You see 33 for Cosumnes River flashing, setting the screen.
That's Larkin right there. Cam coming
up. Good block.
Rebounded right there, but Deanna Griffin gets blocked.
Great block by Chapman. I told you that's going to be an interesting matchup tonight. They're both pretty physical players who can score the ball.
Yeah, there's only 3 returning sophomores, Cosumnes River, so they're really counting on their sophomore play here, but they're going to need some freshmen to step up tonight. They plan on doing well.
That was a foul right there by Cameron Hatcher.
Yeah, that was a good foul. She had a wide open layup, so you got to make them earn it from the line.
Michaela Dagler now at the line, going to have 2 shots right here. Just misses the first.
Man, those are tough when it rims out like that. Halfway down.
So 6:54 left here in the first quarter. 5-0 Solano up on top as we see Dagler knock down the free throw to get a point right there on the scoreboard for the Hawks.
Finally gets the Hawks on the board. You know, Solano can't sleep on these guys. I know they are coming off a 1-win season last season, but they've already won 3 games. There's a lot of hopefulness and positivity, optimism going on that Hawks team.
And there's another 3 for the Hawks. Cameron Hatcher that time knocks it down. She was given a lot of space, and she definitely pulled that one and nailed it.
She looks very comfortable shooting that from the corner. Picking up early here, trying to apply some pressure to the ball.
Right now, number 1, trying to find a screen, kicks it out, and is another turnover for the Hawks.
Yeah, she was looking, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, these mental mistakes by the Hawks, they're going to haunt them later on in the game. If they can't tighten this up, this could be a big problem all night long for them.
Cosumnes River calls a 30-second timeout. So, you know, with 6:30 left in this first quarter, Cosumnes River is just not getting off to a good start. A lot of sloppy passes. You know, just really they need to get some momentum going. And now, Brandon, what do you think Cosumnes River can do, talking to their team right here, to get some momentum back into this game.
Well, you can see the coach is pretty fiery right now. She's a little frustrated. She's trying to kind of light that fire in her players. It's the small mistakes, the mental mistakes that they're making, bad passes, turnovers, stupid fouls. That's really kind of giving them problems so far in the game. I think it's just if they clean up a little bit, it'll be a much closer game. Again, the Falcons, they can't allow these guys to stick around because there is a lot of positivity and optimism going into this game, already winning 3 games. So they can't let them catch fire here. They got to just keep on pressing.
Yeah, that's very true. The last thing you don't want to do is beat yourself, and I'm pretty sure the coach is reinforcing that you can't beat yourself. You have to go out there, compete, and make it a game.
Well, yeah, Court, they know they can win now. They've already won 3 games before conference, and that's already 2 games more than they won all of last season. So, you can't let them gain confidence here if you're the Falcons.
Definitely not.
Falcons inbound now. Jada Scott going to set it up right here for the Falcons. Down low in the post. Scott will fire for 3. And just rims out.
Another one, another rim out.
There's that rebound by Deanna Griffin. That's 6'5" frosh. It looks like her presence down in the post is keeping the Falcons out of the post so far in this game.
They shot a couple threes early in tonight's game, avoiding going down low.
Yeah, maybe that's a kind of a looming force down there. There she is with the rebound, tries to put it back, but can't make it in.
It looks like a loose ball foul against Cosumnes River.
Yeah, Cosumnes is really counting on Deanna to get both offense and defensive rebounds here in tonight's game. They think that can be a key factor in their victory tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely an advantage, but they can't completely rely on her to just do all the rebounding. Everybody has to crash. They have to be physical down there with her in order to get back into this game.
Quick substitution for the Falcons. Lexi Hines is into the game. Vanessa Hughes just checked out. Falcons swinging it around right here. Trying to drive it inside, no good. Now they get it up court. Fast break opportunity right here for the Hawks. And count the basket and the foul.
That's Brooklyn Larkin. Again, that's one of their top scoring sophomores, and they are going to need a big game from her tonight.
Yeah, that was a very impressive layup. Went off of one leg, floated in the air for a while. Beat the defender there, so it was a block instead of a charge.
Yeah,
very
awesome,
nice play.
Awesome body control there on that.
Yeah. I think what the defender was looking to do was to cut her off, but she was already in the air by the time she got to the spot, so it resulted in a charge instead of a block.
One shot right here for the Hawks. And they nail it. So the Hawks are now down 8-4 with 5:27 remaining in the first quarter. Down court pass. Ooh. Nice passing right there, but just couldn't connect. And it's going to be a turnover right there again for the Falcons.
Yeah. It looks like the mental air bugs are transferred over to the Falcons for the second half of this first quarter here, as Cosumnes seems to be tightening up their mental errors and turnovers.
Yeah, it was a good idea. A strong cut, just couldn't catch the ball.
Screen right there on the weak side. Pulls up for 2. No good right there by number 1, Ariana Butts.
Shot looked good, but just a little off.
Yeah, Hatcher's really pacing the ball, pushing the ball up court, swinging it.
Back up top, Jada Scott trying to kick it inside.
Some decent ball movement there by the Falcons.
Oh, very nice dive and layup.
That is 2 points right there from Lexi Hines.
Yeah, that was a very nice cut.
Very smooth, yeah. They just kept passing until they found the open lane, and they were able to hit the open player for the easy lay in there.
That is Ariana Butts that couldn't just hold on to that pass. Went off her knee. Another substitution right here for Solano. Jada Scott checking out. And checking in is Stimini De Silva.
Yeah, the Hawks are doing better, but they're going to have to tighten up those turnovers, or else it's not going to work out. They're not going to be able to keep up here if they keep giving them the ball back like that. Nope.
And another block right there from Deanna Griffin.
Yeah, so Solano definitely has the green light from the coaching staff. They're shooting a lot of threes early on, and a couple of them is falling. But we're going to see if they want to get down in the paint more.
Again, I think that 6'5" freshman Griffin is might be a key reason why they're trying to open it up from the outside, and then maybe try to pull some defenders out of there so they can isolate Griffin and just kind of work on getting down on her.
Yeah, definitely. Playing more of a 5-out on offense for Solano may be beneficial to get 50 out of there, get her on the perimeter so you can open up attacking lanes for wings. in guards.
Speaking of 50 getting out of there, looks like she's going to take a little breather here. So we'll see if Solano's going to be getting down low more now that that looming presence isn't quite as looming now as that 6'5" freshman Deanna Griffin is taking a little breather here.
That was hit out of bounds by Lexi Hines. Cosumnes River will now inbound just beneath the basket. Kicks it out to the corner. Ariana trying to find some players. Kicks it back up top. Hawks trying to get it set up right here. Swings it around. Gives it to Alexa Liddell. Back to Ariana. Ariana drives. Pump fakes. Nope. Travel right there. It's going to send it right back over to the Falcons.
I got a little bit too excited with her footwork there. Tried to go for the up and under pump fake, but dragged that back foot.
Yeah, it was a busy space she was trying to work in there. I think she just got a little bit too close for comfort there. Wasn't able to keep her feet.
Falcons kicking it around. Silva up top. Silva trying to find some open teammates. Kicks it down low. Back up top for three.
There goes another three-pointer. Oh.
Nice ball movement by the Falcons again, but
nice.
Unable to hit the open shot there.
Yeah, they're getting nice looks. It's just a matter of knocking them down.
And the ball movement has been key already here in the first quarter for the Falcons. We're definitely seeing a lot of that. Just not much from Cosumnes River. Just regarding all the turnovers that they had, it's definitely something that they're wishing to capitalize on, but just have not able to here in the first quarter.
Yeah, if the Falcons could capitalize on all those turnovers, the score would be a lot wider margin than it is right now. But by not, another turnover by the Hawks.
Just a miscommunication right there. Try to get it to her teammate down low in the post. Another turnover, and now Solano will get another possession. Jada Scott back into the game, running point. Falcons kicking her around. Down to
very
Lexi
nice,
Hines.
very nice high-low action. That play was set up by one of the power forwards coming up on the elbow and actually setting a backdoor screen, which resulted in a layup. That was very nice.
Great job right there by Lexi Hines to get 2 points for her team. Another miss right there for Cosumnes River. Rebounded by Jada Scott. Falcons looking to push here. Kicks it up court. That's number 10, pulling up for two. No good. Rebounded by Lexi Hines. And now the Falcons look to regroup right here. Jada Scott calling for screen. Hines up top. Silva kicks it inside again to Lexi Hines for the easy two.
That's just the second time in the row they ran that same exact play, which resulted in a bucket.
It has just been something Cosumnes River has not been able to figure out. As we see right here, Larkin bringing it up court.
Well, I'll tell you what, having that Deanna Griffin off the court right now, I think, is a reason why the Falcons are attacking down low so much more. They see the opportunity, and they're going to take it while they can.
Yeah, as they should. That's what the coaching staff is probably telling.
So here comes Falcons setting it up. Silva will try to drive it inside again. No good.
Now, Cortland, it seems like the Hawks are just, rushing things a little bit. Like they're trying to run the spots. They're not setting up passes. Each player is trying to almost kind of do it on their own right now.
Yeah, there isn't a team vibe. I don't think they're really cohesive right now. They're all playing as individuals. They're not on the same page. Cutters are going, but passers aren't looking.
Yeah.
And I think they'll get it together later on in the game. It's just it could be a little early for them right now.
Slow start for them, yeah, definitely.
Slow start.
That was Lexi Hines who got fouled at the line, knocks it down, and now the Falcons are up 16-4 as we approach under 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
Now you see the difference between the first half of the first quarter and the second is that the Falcons are taking advantage of these mistakes by the Hawks now, and that's why you see the score margin start to blow up so much.
Definitely. Ooh, number one, she had a nice cut. It was missed.
Here's Brooklyn Larkin, pulls up for two, and nails the jumper.
There you go. Larkin's starting to heat up.
From Brooklyn Larkin.
That's going to be good for the Hawks going into this second quarter here.
Yeah, she's a good player. They rely on her for
Scott will pull up
buckets.
for two, no good.
Tries to answer right
Chapman back. Chapman gets fouled. She's going to the line. I told you guys earlier she's a 56% free throw shooter on the year, so we should see these go down. It's pretty solid.
Definitely at 56%. She's definitely got something to build her confidence up, and we'll see if she can make these two and try to add on to possibly a 12-point lead here for the Falcons. Knocks down the first.
Net.
Substitution right here for Cosumnes River. That is Ariana Santos that just checked in.
Yeah, it's so important to be able to shoot free throws when you're a dominant big. You're going to get sent to the line a whole bunch, and be able to, like, make points off of that is key.
Cosumnes River trying to push up floor right here. Trying to get set up. Trying to attack the post.
There was no
Here's
backdoor
Santos.
there. Oh, give and go action. Out of bounds.
That's going to be out of bounds off Solano.
That substitution was actually Michaela Dagler. That 33 hopped in there for Cosumnes River.
So now we'll see Cosumnes River inbound the ball here. Hawks trying to find someone. They do. Here's the back up top to Ariana Butts. Trying to call for a screen here. Now she gets it. She'll try driving inside.
Oh.
And nope, that is traveling right there. A good take to the basket, but, just took that extra step and unable to get a basket for her Hawks.
More sloppy play by the Hawks. Let's see if the Falcons can add to their lead off of that.
So there we go. We see the Falcons right here, kicking it around. Scott has an open player in the corner. Fires up the three. No good. Rebounded by the Falcons. And just a miscommunication right there again. Another turnover for the Falcons, and a foul will be called on Jada Scott.
Again, the Falcons couldn't capitalize on that turnover by the Hawks. Kind of letting them stick around in this game so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, number one, Jessica Rapola, who just shot that three-pointer. She's actually a very good shooter. She just happened to miss that one. So let's see if that shakes her confidence at all. I'm sure it won't.
So now we'll see Ariana bring up the ball again. Kicks it to Santos. Back to Santos. Santos out to Dagler.
Good poke.
And another steal for the Falcons. Falcons looking to push up court. Scott sort of calming it down, realizes how much time is left on the shot clock.
Playing for one here.
Game clock, now at under almost 10 seconds approaching.
I'll be surprised if they didn't set a pick and roll here.
They're going down
Kicks
low.
it inside.
Oh,
Just misses the layup.
you don't want to pick up a foul. They want us to get back on defense in the quarter out on a good note.
12 seconds, and that will do it. So a good first quarter from the Solano Falcons as they were able to get off to an early lead. And so far, not much energy we've seen from the Cosumnes River Hawks as the Falcons lead currently 17-6 heading into the second quarter. Now, Cortland, what were the couple things that you saw from the Falcons earlier on in the first quarter?
I like how they're making adjustments depending on who's in the game. If the big number 50, Deanna Griffin, if she's in there, they shoot more three-pointers, and they were able to knock down a few, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't as consistent as I thought. And while she is out of the game, they attack. They ran that little high screen action and ended up getting it over the top and resulted in a few layups. So they're making great adjustments depending on who's in the game. I like to see what they're going to do in the second quarter.
They're definitely doing a great job offensively and defensively. Now, Brandon, for Cosumnes River, they're down 17-6 heading into the second quarter. What do they need to do to start off the second quarter with a good run and possibly cut into this lead?
Well, most important top priority is to stop with the turnovers. Now, the turnovers were just mistakes, miscommunications with their own team earlier in the first quarter, but I noticed in the second quarter as they tightened them up, the defense of the Falcons is what was causing those turnovers. Now, if they can now get on their own defense, get back, and prevent the Falcons from scoring off of those turnover opportunities, then they might be able to stay in this game. But if they continue to do the turnovers as the way they have been in the first quarter, and the Falcons are able to capitalize on those, then it's going to be a big-time problem going into the second half.
Yeah, it's going to make it rough to get back into the game.
And now we'll see if Cosumnes River can have a better second quarter here, but now Solano starts off with the first possession. Jada Scott drives inside. Another kick out to the corner for Jessica Rapola, no good.
Near miss.
Offensive rebound. Scott will drive it inside, no good, and rebounded by Cosumnes River.
Couple good looks that possession, just wasn't able to get it to drop. Coach can't be mad at that. Open shots.
Here comes Butts, driving hard.
Now see a screen. They kick it out to the corner for number 33, Dagler. Now it's Ariana trying to bring it back up top. Ariana trying to drive inside. Try to find her player down low, but just another turnover right there for the Hawks.
More of the same from the first quarter here in the second so far from the Hawks.
And that is number 23, Vanessa Hughes, who just couldn't hold on to that pass, which will be a turnover for the Falcons and give the ball right back to the Cosumnes River Hawks.
Cortland, like we were talking about, they were moving fast, and it looks like the coach almost said, let's try to slow it down a little bit. Let's let our point guard kind of, look at things and assess the court a little bit more before we try to drive and score. And then let's see if that's going to help them here in this second quarter.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense in the position that they're in right now. They haven't really gotten a good offensive set in a while. They're swinging the ball around, letting it be in the point guard's hands a little bit longer so for her to make a better decision. So
that is number 44, Kaisa Eder, with the 2 points. And down at the other end, another basket for the Solano Falcons. That is number 11, Elizabeth Martinez for 2. Score is now 19-8 with 8:35 remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they definitely look like they've coached Butts to hold the ball back and try to see the court a little bit more before she starts making decisions. Here comes the center driving.
Kaisa just lost the ball right there. Now dribbling up court is number 10, Silva. Silva drive inside, easy layup, no good. And rebounded by the Cosumnes River Hawks.
Just having trouble capitalizing here on their scoring opportunities, the Falcons are.
Oh, she picked, I knew that was going to be an issue. She picked up the ball really early.
You know what? Came back. That's effort play right there. You make a mistake, you come right back, get on defense, try to set up your team so they can come down, get a better defensive stand here.
Yeah, good job right there by Ariana to deflect that ball. And now a good job that probably almost been an easy 2 points for the Falcons. So good defensive play right there by
We
the
see
Hawks.
Griffin is checked back into the game. Let's see how different Solano will play now. I'm expecting them to shoot a lot more three-pointers as they did in the first.
Without a doubt, now you got her defensive presence down low as she contests that shot, and that is out of bounds. Martinez stepped on the line, and it's going to be Hawks ball. So now we'll see Brooklyn Larkin right here, bring it up court as she calls out the play. Swings it around. That is number 12, Liddell. Ariana trying to find someone, gets a good screen, fires up a three, couldn't bank it home. And the rebound taken by Jessica Rapola.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. She got all backward there.
You can tell that the Hawks want the ball in Ariana Butt's hands, but it's not like she's making great decisions at the time. We'll see if they kind of change up their strategy or if they keep putting the ball in Butt's hands here going into this.
Yeah, I think she's one of their primary ball handlers, so I expect for her to keep the ball in her hands, but let's see if her shot selection changes any.
That was a loose ball foul by Lexi Hines that gives the ball right back to the Hawks.
They're running a lot of pick and roll actions.
That is Brooklyn Larkin for three, and she nails the three.
Yeah, I think, if they're not going to put it in Butt's hands, then Larkin's going to be the one bringing the ball down and trying to create some offense there for the Hawks.
19-11.
Yeah,
the Hawks able to make it a single-digit deficit.
Nice
and now a steal. Ariana with a fast break opportunity. Up for the layup, and it's good.
Looks like Butts is putting in that extra effort, not feeling happy with the way she's shooting the ball so far. She's going to make some of her own opportunities, it looks like, by being sticky on defense.
Yeah, it's 9-13 Solano. It's back. It's anybody's ball game again.
Again, Solano not taking advantage of these turnover scoring opportunities, and look what happened. The Hawks crawled right back into the game.
Yeah, now the Hawks just got a carry right there. Couldn't dribble the ball effectively, and now the ball will be given right back to the Falcons.
The Hawks got to stop shooting themselves in the foot here with these pointless turnovers.
That's why it's important to never get too high or too low in basketball games. It's all runs. It's all games are runs. 6-point swings can make the biggest difference.
It happens quickly.
You can never get too comfortable.
Most definitely, and now Jada Scott is checked back into the game.
Speaking on your point, Cortland, I talked to the coach of the Falcons before the game, and he said one of the biggest issues that he needs to solidify before they go into conference play is keeping their energy up. He says it's a young team. They need to learn how to stay positive, how to keep their energy up for the whole game, even if things aren't going their way. So you're kind of seeing that here tonight, these lulls in energy that are leaving space for their opponents to catch up and to shorten these leads up here.
Yeah, the basketball game is definitely won in the second half. You got to keep it up.
He said it's a lot to do with maturity.
Yeah, that is true. Like I mentioned before, they had a couple sophomores leave, so they're looking for other players to step into that leadership role and keep the team kind of on balance.
And another basket right there. That is Elizabeth Martinez. And previous to that was another basket by Brooklyn Larkin, who's had a big impact for her team already here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Larkin's really heating up here for the Hawks. Until again.
Nice front.
As soon as they start to build momentum, it seems like they shoot themselves in the foot and completely put a halt to it. So that's something they're going to need to stop doing here.
It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Looks like that was a travel right there by Sierra Chapman.
No, I think they got her for, I think it was a charge. She extended that arm and she was driving to the basket.
Okay. Then offensive foul right there by Sierra Chapman, which, regardless, is now a turnover again for the Falcons. And, just cutting into this deficit right now, the Falcons had a good lead heading into the second quarter. Now we're seeing the Hawks bring that momentum. It is 21-15 as we approach under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, I'm sure she would rather take that travel, though. Picking up another foul before the end of the half.
That is Alexia Liddell for 2. It is now only a 2-possession game. And inside basket again for Elizabeth Martinez. Back and forth game we are seeing. That gets a timeout for the Cosumnes River Hawks.
Nice answer. Like I said, the Hawks believe this year. They've already won 2 more games and they win all of last season. So they're a team that believes that if they play their best basketball, they can beat any team. And you're seeing that here tonight.
I really like number 11, Elizabeth Martinez. She's a 5'10 sophomore. She can run the floor really well. And against 50 Griffin, that's really an advantage because she's slower. And if you can beat her back, it's an automatic layup. That's what the coaching staff should keep on trying to do.
Yeah, we have seen Martinez definitely get a lot of transition baskets already in the first quarter and now in the second quarter as well. And now, Brandon, you look at what Cosumnes River has done. They've given up a lot of baskets, but still, it's a back-and-forth game. What do they have to do to make sure that it doesn't remain, back and forth? Because right now, if you keep it like that, you're not going to get much of a lead and try to cut into this deficit.
It's just the bad passes that are really hurting them. They'll start to do well, like Court said, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. They'll start to do well. They'll make a couple shots. Then all of a sudden they'll do a couple bad passes and let the Falcons regain a bigger lead. And, it's like they're always coming to play from behind. And until they really can solidify that bad passing and all those turnovers that they're having here so far in the first half, they're not going to be able to catch up to the Falcons if the Falcons continue to take advantage of those turnover opportunities.
Turnovers will definitely remain an issue, as now we see Brooklyn Larkin bring it up court. We'll see what the Hawks can do after their coach talked to them in the timeout. So here we go, pull-up jumper, just short right there by Liddell. Offensive rebound, nope, couldn't get it. Jada Scott winds up with the ball.
Yeah, drag the ball to the corner, swing it back to the top. Ooh.
Sierra Chapman drives inside, and no good, but a foul is called. That is going to be against Deanna Griffin, and that will give Sierra Chapman a chance at 2 shots.
Yeah, it looks like the Hawks are planning on using Liddell, trying to get her some open shots. Maybe try to heat her up here so they have a couple different scores on the floor with Larkin and Liddell. If Liddell can heat up, she hit that nice 2-pointer earlier, and looks like they're trying to give her more opportunities to score. So we'll see how that pans out here going into the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, but we knew free throws were going to be a major part of her game tonight. She's about 1 for 4. Make that 1 for 5 on tonight. So it's a little. That's a part of her game that she needs to work on a little bit.
Yeah, you might have jinxed her right there, Cortland.
Yeah, sounds like I did, right? Oh, she turns the corner. That's nice.
Larkin inside drive, no good, and that is going to be off the Hawks. It's going to be white ball. That's going to be Falcons' possession.
Yeah, Larkin is a leader of this team, and, I think she's putting a lot on herself right now, and maybe she needs to settle down a little bit, even though she's scoring well. Try to find these opportunities to get her teammates some action here as well.
Yeah, definitely. She can calm down. There's still a lot of game to be played.
They kick it inside to Elizabeth Martinez. Back outside to Jada Scott. Loses the ball. Comes back up with it. Now drives inside. No good. And dive for the ball. It looks like we have a foul against the Hawks.
Yeah, Solano got bailed out that play. It was a lot of sloppy passing going on. That was probably the best thing that could have happened.
No, we saw a lot of juggling with that pass as well, and looks like we got a spill on the floor as the ref cleans it up.
Yeah, don't want anybody rolling ankles.
Slipping, that is definitely something that both head coaches do not want to have. or it could be some extra sweat. And you would expect that in the back-and-forth game already, what we're seeing in the second quarter. Definitely a lot of players getting tired, so definitely a lot of sweat dripping.
Yeah, they've been running hard. That's one thing they have playing. Both teams have played pretty hard.
So now we'll see Jada Scott up top, slinging it inside. Nice pass. And a foul. Nope, it is a travel right there.
That's interesting. That looked like they hacked her pretty hard in there. I was expecting that to be a foul, but I guess they got her for the travel.
And it might have been, but again, refs right there, they have a different eye than us, as we were up all the way in the bleachers.
There's a difference right there. Oh,
nope, that is a steal right there by Martinez.
Again, Nate, it's that bad passing that seems to be the Achilles heel.
Ooh. And Jada Scott inside for 2.
And then now the Falcons are starting to take advantage of those bad passes, and that's going to be the difference here. If they can't seem to bandage that bleeding, it's going to be real bad real quick here.
25-17 as we approach 3 minutes left here in the first half. Ariana tries to drive inside, kicks it out to Larkin. Larkin steps back, fires a 2. Nope. Didn't even hit rim right there. Good save by the Hawks, but just going to get to their player.
Wow, look how fast they got it out.
2-on-1 opportunity right here. Falcons drive inside, and another basket right there.
Now they're really starting to take opportunities here.
Great decision by Hatcher to go up.
It appears that they're playing kind of a 3-woman game here with the Butts, also with Larkin, and then number 1.
And you know, the Hawks have just not been able to get to Deanna Griffin inside most of this quarter for their offense. You know, as we see it right here, Griffin can't go up with it, gets the rebound, and a foul is now called against Vanessa Hughes.
Well, Griffin's only scoring an average of 3 points per game. It's not like she is a huge offensive staple on their team. I think she's in there mainly for rebounds and whatnot. But they might as well try to take advantage of her size inside because the outside shooting game isn't clicking so far for the Hawks.
Yeah, definitely. But scoring and stats, they always aren't like a true indicator of what's going on in the game. She has like so many of the ways she affects just the offense by making them make that extra pass, think twice. She's just a big presence down there, so they use her in that way.
So now the Hawks find themselves once again down double digits. And as Brandon was saying, you know, just that sloppy passes is really what have caused to get this team back down to double digits. You know, they were within single digits, but now they're down 27-17 here in the second quarter with 2:27 left remaining.
Like you said, Nate, they were in a 2-possession opportunity to tie the game up, and the sloppy passing has allowed them to the Falcons to come back and put up a 10-point lead on them going in here to the end of the second quarter.
Hawks will try an inbound play right here as they will look to try to cut it within single digits again. Kick it up to the corner to Liddell. Liddell brings it up top as she tries to set up the offense. Up top to Ariana as they're swinging it around. Larkin trying to size up the defense and gets rejected by Stella Javia.
Larkin's just trying to do too much on her own here, I think, you know. She needs to get her teammates involved a little bit more. Stop making these bad shots. You know,
with Larkin struggling, who else will?
Scott knocks down the 3 for the Falcons and now adds on to the lead. It's 30-17.
Yeah, she's been solid here on our early. I don't think we've talked about her enough. She's knocked down shots, got to the rack, dished out a couple of good passes. Solid start for Scott.
No good right there for the Hawks as they try to get it. That was Liddell again trying to get her team within single digits, and a foul called. That'll be against, I believe that is going up against Ariana Butts.
Fellas, it looks like they have solved their problem with bad passing by not passing at all. The Hawks are coming down. Whoever brings the ball down is driving to the hoop, taking a bad layup, getting blocked or missing it, and the Falcons are coming right back. And I don't think that's going to be the most effective way to come back.
It's definitely not going to be the most effective way, like you said, and they just got to change that or somehow talk and regroup, hopefully end that first half jitters and get into a better momentum in the second half, as you were saying.
Yeah, they just got to get on the same page, you know. They just got to start feeling each other a little bit better on the court. And again, it's pre-conference play. They're still figuring it out, but if they plan on winning this game tonight, they need to figure it out real quick. Look, another little misstep right there, you know.
Liddell trying to drive around the defense, kicks it out to Ariana in the corner. Ariana.
See, in situations like this where it's kind of hectic, I think the best thing to do is just get the ball, as number 12 is doing right now, slow it down.
And a bad pass right there by Liddell. Another turnover for the Hawks.
Could be just a lack of focus, you know. They're not ready for the ball when it's coming, it looks like. It always looks like a surprise. All these turnovers look like these players are not prepared to receive a pass in the middle of these plays here.
You know, it's definitely something that the coach has got to shake his head and wonder why are we not able to connect on these passes. But, again, regrouping at halftime is definitely going to be key for the Cosumnes River Hawks. And another three for the Falcons. That is Silva knocks down the triple. And as they are now up by 18, as we are under a minute remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, they're starting to run away with it now. If they can maybe go for a 2-for-1 possession.
And right there, you see Brooklyn Larkin knocking down the shot. She has definitely been a key player.
We'll see if they'll try to get a quick basket to go for a 2-for-1.
Falcons swinging it around here. Up top to Martinez as he kicks it out to number 10. That is, again, Silva knocking down the triple.
Silva is really starting to heat up, boys, here in the second quarter.
Yeah, she's got to be feeling good.
38-19. 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Hawks trying to get a basket before this
Larkin's
half
taking this all the way herself. You could tell by the way when she came down, she wasn't passing that ball off.
And that was last touched right there by Ariana Santos. 8 seconds now left here in the first half. The Falcons will try to get a quick basket before the half ends.
I'm suspecting a pull-up jumper. She's hit 2 already.
So here we go. We'll see.
Yep.
There it is. They're trying to set her up. They're trying to set her up.
Drives it inside and beats the buzzer.
Look at that.
Buzzer beater.
Man, she's
Great
doing
job by Silva to end the first half. She caps it off on a good note for the Falcons. They are now up 40-19 at the end of the first half. Now, fellas, as we end this half, you know, the Hawks had a good chance to try to regroup and recollect themselves from that first quarter. They were looking good, but now, Cortland, what were a couple of things that went wrong in that second quarter for the Hawks?
I think Solano's just a little bit too fast for him. They seem like they're having a hard time getting back on defense and getting an actual setup. It's like before they get back, the ball's already swung to the corner, and then it's in the post, and then a layup is happening. It just seems like they need to slow down. They need to slow down on offense, too. So on defense, they're not getting back fast enough, and on offense, they're too slow. So there's a couple things that they need to fix at halftime.
Yeah, most definitely. They got to fix, you know, really regroup again and fix some things at halftime. Now, Brandon, Solano got off to a great run right there to end the second quarter. What were a couple key players you saw that were able to help deliver this 40-19 lead heading into the second half?
Well, that's an easy answer, Nate. It's not key players, it's key player. It's Sumi De Silva, and that is a player that the coach of the Falcons told me if she can heat up her shooting here, it's going to be a really good game for us. They've been waiting for her to kind of find her groove as far as her shooting is concerned, and it looks like we are witnessing her as she is in the middle of finding that groove here in that second quarter.
And definitely, you know, just that key player has been a key aspect of their game, and definitely have fueled together a great 40-19 lead as we now are at halftime. And we will now take a short break as we will get you right back to the game as it is 40-19. The Falcons are on top against the Cosumnes River Hawks here at Solano College. We hope you tune right back in to the Solano College Sports Network.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to another edition of On Campus here on the Solano College Sports Network. Today I'm being joined with a very special guest, the newest member of the Solano men's basketball team, Jordan Adams. Jordan, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
All right, Jordan, first question. Where did you play high school basketball for, and how long did you play for your freshman, junior varsity, and varsity for?
I played at Vacaville High School, and I never played freshman basketball my freshman year. They moved me up to JV, and then my 3 years after that, I played varsity.
Okay, so with your 3 years playing varsity, you got the chance of being coached by Coach Kamen. How much of an impact has he had on your development in the game of basketball?
Oh, he's had a significant impact because those are the years that I was developing the most. So being under him, he taught me a lot of what I needed to know today, and most of the stuff, if not all the stuff, transitioned over into college basketball.
Right, of course, definitely. So third question being, what season did you feel was the most challenging during your 4 years playing at Vaca High?
I'd say my sophomore year, because the jump from JV to varsity is a very big jump.
Mm-hmm.
So when I jumped up, I didn't have time because there wasn't like a lot of really good seniors on the team. There was only 4 seniors.
Right.
They were pretty good, but it wasn't as, you need 5 to start.
Mm-hmm.
So coach had me starting right away. So he asked for a lot, and I didn't have time like really to slowly get into it. I had to like jump in right away and make a significant impact.
Right, basically you wanted to embrace the being a starter right away, and of course being a starter is something that everybody enjoys. Like, did you, when he said that you would be starting the game, what was your first initial reaction to you being a starter?
Oh, I was excited because I love challenges.
Right, definitely. Okay, and the fourth question being, during your time at Vaca High, what would you say was probably your most memorable moment during your time playing there?
I say the most memorable moment was probably my senior year. It was the last game of the regular season because we were 9-0 up until that point, and then that was the last game that we had to close out to go 10-0 in league, and no Vaca High team has done that. So we made history for Vaca High, and we got a banner as well.
That's crazy. That's really cool. So now you're here at Solano, getting ready to play for your first season. What ultimately led to the decision of choosing Solano to play basketball for junior college?
I say probably the coaches, Coach Nagel and Coach Aubert. I didn't really know Coach Aubert that much, but when he introduced himself to me, we took to each other right away. And knowing that, I played with Coach Nagel for AAU, and he's seen me play basketball ever since I was first started playing. And he's coached me on AAU, and he's seen me. I've came to the Solano camps as well. So just knowing the coaches and knowing some of the players that went here, just immediately wanted to go here.
Right, of course. So you've got a chance to go through a couple of practices, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So what do you think of Coach Nagel, since he's going to be your new head coach, since you got the chance to be with Coach Kamen for those 3 years at Vaca High? And what do you think of so far of your new teammates going into your first season with Solano?
Oh, I love them. I'm so excited for the season. And like I said, I've known Coach Nagel for a while, so we're already pretty tight like that. And then my teammates, I took to my teammates really fast, and we were creating a bond. We're going to have a really good season.
That's great. So heading into your first season, what is one goal that you hope you can accomplish heading into your first season with the Solano Falcons?
I think heading into my first season, the main goal is just to do the best we possibly can. Because, of course, everybody wants to get all the wins and gets all the stats, but you got to do the best, and you got to have a fun as a collective unit as well. And improve every single day you step in the gym.
Right, definitely. You want to improve on every single step of the way, and wanting the best possible goal, and of course, is to win as well, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So last question here before we end our interview. When it's all said and done, when your time with Solano ends, what do you hope that you can accomplish as a player heading into your possibly final season here at Solano? What's one thing that you can hope that's all said and done?
I think at the end of the day, of course, I want to get a scholarship. Because I want to play 4 years or play as long as I possibly can. So my goal is to definitely get a scholarship within the 2 years here, so I can continue to play and get an education as well.
Right, definitely. Well, Jordan, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of On Campus. I'm your host, Nate McKay. For Jordan Adams, the newest member of the Solano College men's basketball team, I'm Nate McKay. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
Welcome back to Solano College for tonight's matchup between the Solano Falcons and the Cosumnes River Hawks as we begin the second half of play, as we will try to see if the Hawks can try to cut into this big lead where the Falcons have been able to produce 40-19 at the start of the second half. Now, Brandon, what are some things that the Hawks will have to try to do to contain this offensive pressure that they've so far seen throughout this first half from the Falcons?
Well, they have to limit possessions by the Falcons, and they can do so, again, by cleaning up the sloppy passing and the mental errors that they're making on offense, giving the Falcons so many scoring opportunities. And obviously, their sophomores like Larkin have to heat up and keep putting the ball in the basket and scoring points here, and then the defense has to step up and stop the Falcons from their scoring runs that they're going on.
Yeah, as you were saying, Larkin has definitely been stepping up as she got a layup right there for an easy transition fast break, 40-21. And now we'll see the Falcons take the inbound on the sideline right here.
Yeah, despite the lead that the Falcons have right now, it would be bad if they started to turn the ball over, making bad. Oh, see, just like that. It's easy to go on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, as you mentioned at court, it's happening. Stop jinxing them.
It's just the pace of the game. It's just what's going on.
And we're seeing that a lot right now. The Hawks try to cut into that passing lane, just couldn't. As now the Falcons will inbound it right there. Jada Scott up top. They'll try to drive it inside. Pull up jumper is no good. Rebounded by Deanna Griffin for the Hawks.
Yeah, that was a good shot, but I'd like to see Solano take a little bit more time off the clock, maybe run through a couple plays and look for a better shot that way. Get the defense moving.
Here's Larkin. She's given plenty of space. Larkin will try to drive inside, try to draw contact, no good, and the rebound taken by number 23, Vanessa Hughes.
So far, the Hawks are picking up with Larkin kind of being a one-woman show here, kind of trying to do it all by herself, and it seems like the Falcons are keying in on her.
That was Sierra Chapman right there trying to work in the post. Another foul on Deanna Griffin will send Chapman to the line for 2. And so now we see a 40-21 deficit right here for the Hawks. Cortland, a couple things that we should watch out for in the second half for Solano?
I think they should keep pounding the ball inside, keep running. They just got to keep 50 going up and down the court, and they'll just keep on extending their lead.
Giving that effort is definitely going to be key, especially knocking down these free throws, as we see right there, Chapman knocking down the second. Deanna Griffin going to check out right now.
Yeah,
and checking back in is Kaysa Eder.
Yeah, I think that's about 3 fouls on her there, so they're trying to get her out. And here in college, you only get 5. You only get 5 fouls. I know in the NBA you get 6, so it can creep up on you really quick.
And there is Larkin, that is Ariana for 3.
Yeah, Ariana Butts, she was really trying to do it herself in the first quarter, and Larkin kind of took over. Now it looks like they're going to share the load here going into the second half.
It was a good idea there. Chapman was holding off a good seal, but just couldn't quite get to the ball in his turnover.
A foul inside right there as Larkin tried to drive it inside for 2. So now they will take it out. That was the first team foul of the second half and this quarter for the Falcons. Rebound taken right there by the Falcons. They look to push up court. And a foul called that is looking like it's going to be a little bit of a hand check.
A little reach-in foul there.
So now the Falcons will once again take it out. Trying to develop their offense right here. Out to the corner. That's hit off. It almost looked like it almost hit off her leg, but nope, the ref saw it differently, and now the Falcons will take it out again. We'll see Vanessa Hughes taken out right here as he tries to find the open player. Kicks it to try to drive down low, no good, and that's going to be off number 33 for the Hawks, Michaela Dagler.
Yeah, the Hawks aren't getting these turnovers, but they're playing a lot more aggressively, and you can see the energy is amped up on defense, and they're trying to give more issues to the Falcons offense here on the defensive end.
Here we go now. Falcons trying to drive it inside through the corner. Baseline drive, no good. Rebound taken by number 33, Michaela Dagler.
Yeah, Dagler back to Butts. Looks like Butts going to be doing the ball handling again here from the top.
Yeah, looks like Martinez is getting ready to check in the game. She'll probably get Chapman looking to advance the ball up the court a little faster, getting some early buckets in transition.
Sierra Chapman on the foul right there for the Falcons. So now, go ahead.
Yeah, I expect Solano to push the ball with this group that they have in. We'll see if they do.
So now we see the Hawks try to push it inside. No good. Rebound taken by number 11, Elizabeth Martinez.
one more.
Falcons going a little bit more speed here.
Solano trying to kick it around. And that is deflected and will be off of Solano. It will be the Hawks' ball.
Yeah, the Hawks playing a lot better defense here so far, kind of stymieing the offense of the Falcons. They haven't been able to put many points up so far here in this third quarter.
Brooklyn Larkin will dribble it up top. Now she tries to dribble it out to the outside. Kicks it inside, and nope, can't connect on the pass. And another sloppy pass. You know, we saw a lot of those in the first half, like Brandon pointed out. And, you know, now we're starting to see a repeat of it in the second half.
Cortland, it seems like the Hawks can't get on the same page. You know, what do you do when you're in that state and your team just can't seem to get, you know, on the same beat?
I think that's a good time for everybody to kind of slow down a little bit, because if things are already kind of going too fast for you, if you just got to talk to your point guard, see how they want to run it, run some sets you're really familiar with, try to get comfortable and maybe knock down a shot.
Scott tries to drive baseline, kicks it back to number 11, knocks it down. That is Elizabeth Martinez for two.
Martinez already making a difference in the game, just got in there.
Yeah, she's a nice player to have coming off the bench. She brings energy like pretty much immediately, and she's good for at least 8 to 10 points a game from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I actually talked to the Falcons head coach, Matt Borchard, and he told me that they're not going to try to isolate any player. I said, you know, De Silva's getting really hot here, it seems like. Are you going to try to get her the ball going into the second half? And he said, that's not really our game at this moment. We're just about sharing the ball, pass the ball to the open player, gets the shot and takes it. You know, maybe later on in the season we'll be able to set up some more ISOs for specific players, but right now we're just going to keep playing that pass the ball and the best shot, take it.
You know, taking the best shot is, you know, what you're touching on is really what their key to be. And, you know, they're up by 19. We saw a little bit of a good momentum from, you know, the Hawks right there. So now, again, you're down by 19. You're not totally out of it. I know it looks like a big deficit, but you can get back into this game with ease. I mean, still a lot of playing time left. You got another quarter. So, again, this game is not over yet, far from over. Well, like if they can get a couple stops, then, like you said, they can go ahead and try to make it interesting.
Cortland was saying the same thing in the first half. You know, it happened quick, you know, 6-0 run, 5-0 run. You know, and it happens real quick, and the next thing you know, it's within 10 points. And once it gets there again, you know, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Then you really start running a lot harder, playing a lot faster, and things can happen quickly here.
We'll definitely have to look out for that as we see Larkin now dribbling up top.
Looks like they're in a man defense. Oh, good denial by Elizabeth.
Now we see Butts trying to drive around the screen. Larkin trying to drive inside, and it gets fouled.
See, now Larkin's playing a lot better team game right now, and I think that's why the Hawks are doing better on offense. She's not trying to drive the ball right to the hoop every time or take the contested shot. She's passing the ball, getting open again, and then running the lane from different angles.
Yeah, passing the ball around on the perimeter a few times before attacking really like opens up the defense. It just allows people to get out of position so she can actually get into the paint and try to score.
Or get fouled and try to throw up some free throws, which she's 1-and-1 on here.
And most definitely, you got to knock those down. She missed the first, but was able to connect on that second one. So now we'll see the Falcons try to dribble down the court. As we now see they're swinging it around, and it looks like there's an offensive foul going to be charged against the Falcons.
See, these are the kind of momentum swings that can occur, that all of a sudden, you know, the Hawks are climbing out of the hole, they're gaining confidence, and it can be trouble for the Falcons if they allow this to continue this way.
That's a 14 foul already here in this third quarter for the Falcons. So now we'll see Larkin try to isolate the defense here, tries to drive inside, puts up the shot, no good, just falls flat.
Good offensive rebound, though, by Dagler, but she can't get the
Couldn't
put
quite
back.
hold on to that. That was Martinez who grabbed the board. Now Jada Scott dribbles it down court, kicks it out to the corner to number 20, back up top. That is to Martinez, couldn't hold on to it, but somehow, some way was able to re-get it.
Yeah, Solano swings the ball a lot. At least 4 players out of the 5 have touching the ball each possession.
We're definitely seeing a lot of passing already. Martinez
inside, outside, paint touches, back wide open three-pointer.
No good, just short. So now we'll see a break right here. That's Larkin trying to drive inside, knocks it down.
Ariana Butts
knocking down the easy layup.
Yeah, if you're Solano in those type of situations, you want to cut the ball off early. You don't want to allow the offensive player to drive directly to the basket. Cut them off around the free throw line, and that just messes up their rhythm and pace of dribble, which makes it easier to stop.
Yeah, that was a foul committed by the Hawks on that play, but I got to tell you, I am impressed with how much they're stepping up on defense and making it a lot more difficult for the Falcons to score here in this third quarter.
They're without a doubt capitalizing on their mistakes from the first half, as we see Martinez knock down the first free throw shot. Quick substitutions right here from both teams, as we see Stella Havia check back in for the Falcons. And Martinez is able to knock down both, 45-27. 4:48 left here in the third quarter here from Solano. Hawks trying to find someone, and another bad pass right there. Going to give the ball right back to Solano.
I've seen both teams try to get their bigs to seal, but the guards are overthrowing it.
Yeah, they're having a lot of trouble getting that down to their big there. The Hawks, it's the second or third time they've made that same mistake, trying to get it to their center down low.
A lot of ball movement.
Inside basket, no good. That was number 14.
Good look.
That was Havea that couldn't get that basket. And it's going to stay here.
Couldn't keep her feet in, so she tried to pass the ball back in, but unfortunately, she passed it right back to you.
Havea will take the ball out now for the Falcons. Up top to Scott. Scott kicks it out to the corner. Silva will try to drive. Gives it to Havea. Corner jumper, no good.
In and out. Look at De Silva on that sticky defense, fighting for that ball.
Silva, good job, and a timeout. That is going to be a timeout for the Falcons, and a good job by Silva to get down and under for that ball. And costly could have been a jump ball, but made sure she called that timeout to get her team the possession that they needed. And so now we see the timeout from the Falcons. Cortland, the Falcons kind of got caught off by surprise. The Hawks definitely brought some added pressure. What do you think that they're going to try to do to make sure that they can keep this big lead right here? And they do not want to make sure that they get cut into single digits.
I think Solano's going to continue to do what they've been doing to get this lead. They'll probably push the ball because you see they have on the lineup that's actually like the faster lineup. I wouldn't say the bigger lineup. So they'll probably continue to push the ball, try to get easy points in transition, flying around on defense. With those things, they'll probably end up closing this game out.
So now see Scott right here taking the ball inbounds. Silva will try to drive. Here's Martinez for three, no good. Rebound taken by number 34, Ariana Santos. So now we'll see Larkin bring it up court. Hawks trying to direct traffic right here. Swinging it around, giving it to Ariana. Back to Ariana. Ariana will try to drive it inside, puts up the layup, and puts it up and in. 45-29. 3:34 remaining here in the third quarter. Great job right there by Ariana to get the 2 points.
Yeah, that was a nice drive because a lot of her teammates, they were stagnant. Nobody was moving, and she had to create something off her own and ended up scoring out of it.
Now we'll see Jada Scott right here. Martinez had a good screen.
Now you're going to see this this increased aggression on the Hawks' defensive end, but you're also going to see a lot more fouls come from that. So we've already seen a lot more free throws here in this third quarter than we have in the first half, and it looks like that's going to continue. And that's kind of the the negative of playing much harder defense is often you pick up a lot more fouls that way, and it seems to be the way it's going so far for the Hawks on defense here in the third quarter.
We're not going to see the Falcons in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter, as Scott couldn't make that first free throw.
Yeah, expect the Falcons to pound it inside, looking to shoot for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, definitely when you're in the bonus, you definitely got to make sure you get enough fouls. So that's why you can get these easy free throws, but you always got to connect on them. You can't miss these easy opportunities.
Definitely. Then they just become other opportunities for the other team to score.
Yeah, this is not going to be a one-woman show here. Larkin and Butts are going to have to pretty much do this together because they don't have enough firepower for one person to really heat up. They're going to need multiple players to heat up and start sinking a lot of baskets if they plan on catching up in this game.
Pick and roll right there. Larkin couldn't get the layup. Put back up, no good.
And those offensive rebounds,
that's going to be off the Falcons.
You're going to have to get those in there. You know, they're missing shots, second attempt shots left and right here, and that's definitely not going to be a way that they can claw back in this game.
Yeah, I'd like to see Cosumnes River. I'd like to see them move around more on offense. They're kind of stagnant, which is making it difficult for like cutters to be open and to be able to get into the paint. So if they move around a lot, things will change for them.
We'll now see Ariana bringing it up top. Ariana calling for a screen. She gets it. Doesn't use it. Fakes out the screen. Now kicks it to Larkin. Larkin dive inside. Putting it up for two. No good. Rebound taken again by the Hawks. No good. And now we'll see the Falcons bring it up court.
Oh, great pass from the opposite
Nice
wing.
pass. Drives baseline. No good. But a foul is called.
Foul again. There's another foul by that Hawks defense.
Yeah, there's that speed that we talked about. One or two passes up the court, and they were to the basket, and they're already shooting free throws. They'll be in the double soon.
Solano's running that speed here, and you can see it's kind of overwhelming the Hawks.
Sabrina Zerbe at the line. Knocks down the first free throw of two. Sabrina now on the second attempt.
Her free throw looks really good.
Yeah, smooth stroke.
Yeah.
Nothing but net.
Nice form.
She's definitely helping out the Falcons by getting those two free throws, easy shots, and making them count.
Regardless of the score, you see the pressure. Solano's still playing on defense.
And good defense right there.
Dive
like
on top of the ball. Those are the plays that just makes you a better team.
Now, you mentioned that, Cortland, and actually, you know, the coach of the Falcons, you know, before the second half started, told me that the defense is the reason why they're so far ahead in this game, and that if they want to stay far ahead, the defense is going to be a key part of that. He said when you want to win big games, it comes down to defense.
Yeah, Cosumnes has definitely hurt themselves, but they haven't killed themselves. Solano's assisted them, helping.
It's keeping them on life support here,
exactly.
right? Yeah. They could put the dagger in and twist, but they're not quite in a place where that they're able to do that so far in this second half.
Putting her head down.
The second half has definitely been the same. Not much change what we're seeing so far when we're entering the second half. Oh, that looks like an illegal screen set by the Falcons.
Yeah,
that's going to send it the other way.
Looked like a clothesline screen set by the Falcons there. And I tell you what, the Falcons are fortunate that Larkin is not on her best game shooting-wise so far tonight. She's had a lot of opportunities, but she just can't seem to get the ball in the basket. It could be a much different game if Larkin was able to heat up here, but it seems like she just can't get her stroke working here tonight.
And again, you know, not much difference of what we're seeing so far. 48-29 as we approach under 2 minutes remain. We haven't seen anything from the Hawks trying to cut into this deficit. As Larkin trying to drive, kicks it out. Three-point opportunity right there, no good, and rebound taken by the Falcons.
Oh, nice
pass. Now they'll try to drive it inside. Layup is no good.
Can't get it to fall. Again, missed that easy layup.
That's huge right there. That couldn't get that easy layup, unfortunately. And another turnover right there by the Hawks. Falcons will look to push it up.
Boy, way to threat that needle.
Nice pass, no good.
Again, couldn't hit the layup. That's the second time in a row within 10 seconds that they had that layup opportunity, and they just couldn't get the basket.
Yeah, some nice passing. Number 50, Griffin just checked back in, so we should be seeing Chapman come back in pretty soon to help with that matchup on the boards.
That was Sabrina Zerbe that just couldn't get that layup to fall, and a little too much pressure on that. Now she kicks it out to the corner, way off target right there.
Looks like Sumi De Silva's cooled down from her early hot shooting hand here. Woo! Out the shoes there. Oh, her ankles are
she's still down.
Her ankles might not be okay.
It's 5-on-4. They might want to take advantage of that.
She is definitely feeling a little bit of pain there. You could tell she got up gingerly, and we'll see if that's going to affect her.
They unfortunately couldn't get that three-point shot opportunity.
Yeah, I know nobody wants to see anybody get hurt, but in situations like that, if there's an injured player on the floor, you got to attack that player.
Take advantage of that power play, right? There's butts for that.
You got to attack that player and try to make the most out of it. You're basically playing 5-on-4 in that situation.
And Larkin lost the ball. It is going to stay Cosumnes River ball.
Looks like Liddell, the girl who got shook there and might have possibly hurt her ankle, be coming out of the game here, maybe get a look at by the trainers or just kind of take a break and stretch out there. Looked like she got up pretty slow. Might have been dealing with some kind of ankle or calf injury there. But
yeah, she definitely hit the floor hard right there, so it was a good job by the coach to take her out the game.
Going right over the top. That's a nice inbounds play.
And a good job
definitely
right
taking
there
advantage
by
of the
Deanna
size.
Griffin. We haven't seen much offense from her, but we saw it right there.
Oh.
Gets her first points for the second half. And a drive inside right there where the Falcons is no good. Offensive rebound, gets fouled by Griffin. That will send Lexi Hines to the line for 2.
Is that Griffin's 4th foul now? I believe she had 3 earlier. That's why they pulled her from the game for so long. Now she comes back in. She gets her 4th foul. And it looks like they're already going to sub her out. Unfortunately, she didn't get a lot of playing time in there. Picked up that 4th foul and is now 1 foul away, as you said, Court, from fouling out of the game. So they're going to pull her again.
And that's a credit to Solano, recognizing that she's in foul trouble, attacking the basket, shooting some free throws.
We'll see if Hines can knock down the second. She does. 49-31. 29 seconds remaining here in the third quarter from Solano College. Nate McKay, Cortland McLean, and Brandon Kyle on the broadcast for tonight's game. We'll now see Larkin right here trying to size up against the defense. Gets a screen, rolls off it, trying to drive it inside. No, she fakes it and puts up the shot. No good. Rebound taken by the Falcons. Under 10 seconds remaining. They'll look to push it here. And they might have missed a double dribble.
Double there.
Yeah. That was a late whistle right there by the official.
Silva's still on fire. Even though it didn't count, she still hit it. She's in rhythm. That's a good sign.
Definitely a good sign right there for the Falcons for Silva, especially knocking down that shot that didn't count. So here we go, 5 seconds. We'll see what the Hawks can do.
Tight crossover, pull-up jumper, and
she
one.
got fouled.
I tell you, if Larkin was on tonight shooting-wise, it'd be a lot different game, but she is just unable to dial it in here.
Well, again, you can't have one player, stealing the show. So
that's
really,
true.
She does need her teammates to step up as well. But she has been a good player already here in the second half for the Hawks.
Well, it seemed like in the first half she was, kind of trying to put it all on her own shoulders. But then in, the beginning of the second half, she was slowing it down, passing the ball more. But she seems to be getting back to that, do it on her own mentality. And even though she's got the 2 free throws here, it hasn't been working out so far in this second half.
Larkin has definitely knocked down these crucial free throws right here. Has knocked down 2 of 3. We'll see if she can make it 3 of 3 with 0.8 seconds remaining.
Martinez
no
just
good.
checked back in.
But they get the rebound. Couldn't get it up back in time before the end of the third quarter, huh?
And what a great third quarter already. Not much of difference right there, but we definitely saw some late efforts right there by the Hawks to try to cut into that deficit, as it is 49-33 as we head on to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now, Brandon, what have we so far seen from the Hawks that have any kind of improvements from the first half?
Well, like I said, they're playing much more aggressively on defense. They are picking up more fouls, but the Falcons aren't necessarily taking advantage that kind of going 50% from the free throw line since there. They could have widened the gap even more if they were able to hit more free throws. So that aggressive defense is good, but it's more the same on the offensive side. You have one player or the other trying to kind of do it all on their own. They're not passing the ball much. Not a lot of players are touching the ball before they take shots, the Hawks. And so, I think that's why they're still unsuccessful on offense. They got one player or the other trying to do it all on their own every time they bring the ball down, and it hasn't worked in the first half, and it's continuing to not work in the second half.
Most definitely, going into this fourth quarter, they're definitely going to have to see what they can do. Now, Cortland, what will Solano have to do to keep and remain with this lead? What are they going to have to do to try to make sure that they contain them and making sure that they can end this fourth quarter with a W?
I know 10 minutes seems like a lot of time, but Solano should definitely slow the pace down. They're in complete control of this game with only 10 minutes to go, so they should probably run a few sets, swing the ball around, get it inside, try to probably get back to the free throw line and just finish it out there.
10 minutes, like you said, can, and I definitely agree. It may look like a lot of time, but again, considering how the pace of the game will go, Solano should definitely look to slow it down and do their best efforts to, to try to make sure they can secure their offense and try to maintain a great effort. So now we'll see Lexi Hines inbound.
Martinez is checked back in. She's played steady tonight. Oh, good fake.
Swinging it around right here for the Falcons. Martinez puts it up. No good.
Look good.
And that is going to be off the Falcons.
That's a shot you'll live with. Everybody touched the ball on offense. You ended up getting a good shot out of it. Just didn't happen to go down. Coach can live with that.
Yeah, they're doing good things.
We're starting to see a little bit of a pressure right here. So every possession will count right here for Cosumnes River here in this crucial fourth quarter for them. And another bad pass. You cannot have those if you're going to try to come back into this game.
There goes that seal again.
Scott, nice pass inside to Martinez for the easy 2, and one opportunity upcoming for Elizabeth Martinez.
Well, that pass set that whole play up.
Yeah, that's a double win. Not only did she make the layup, but she got the foul, so she gets the chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, it's looking like Solano's going to step on their necks to finish out the rest of this game.
Yeah, they're not slowing down at all here. They're going to keep pressing, it looks like. I think they feel it's a good opportunity to just, like you said, finish the job here early in this fourth quarter.
Martinez knocks down the 3-point play. Now we'll see Larkin try to drive it down court. Good pressure right there by Scott.
Yeah, I like Scott a lot. She's up in your face defender. She handles the ball well. She'll knock down shots. She's a complete player.
3-point shot right there, no good by Larkin. And it looks like Solano stepped out of bounds. That's going to give another possession right there for the Hawks.
We have Janessa checking into the game.
And that's Sabrina Zerbe checking out for Solano as well. Now we'll see the inbound play right here for the Hawks. Cosumnes River setting it up, led by Larkin.
You see they're denying the post, making it hard to get in there.
Number 34 drives inside, no good.
They've just been missing shots all night.
Look how fast Solano gets the ball out of there. Strong move by Scott.
Good job right there by Jada Scott, knocking down the easy 2. Now the lead is up to 21 here in the fourth quarter.
Very strong move by the guard. Not afraid to get in there with the bigs.
We're seeing her get on defense, but as a little bit of a late whistle right there, but 2 shots coming up right here for the Hawks. And Larkin has definitely had a good offensive presence and being aggressive, trying to drive inside. She's definitely not afraid to take it in and draw the contact.
Again, though, that might not be the best bet for them as far as coming back in this game. Like Cortland mentioned, more players need to touch the ball before they get shots off. These kind of desperate shots and bad shots that Larkin's taken here, like I said, she might be feeling the responsibility, feeling as a leader on this team. She needs to kind of bring them back on her own, but I think she needs to involve her teammates a little bit more. But, that might be a little bit too little too late, even if she was to do that at this point with this big of a margin to make up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely. There's not a lot of time. Oh, very nice hesitation. Euro step finish.
Jada Scott right there for another 2 points. She has definitely been showing out here in this fourth quarter, giving us a couple highlight plays.
Yeah, Jada Scott's really heating up from the down low here.
Yeah, that hesitation froze the whole defense, allowing her to get to the basket. Good denial by Janessa, not allowing her man to get that backdoor cut.
Scott getting sticky on defense, too.
Larkin for 3, knocks that down.
They're going to need a lot of that from her. They want to try to come back, and they maybe about 10 more of those.
Down 18. Jada Scott, no good.
The rebounding effort by Solano is just unmatched.
It's just effort, Cortland.
Yeah.
They're just putting out more effort at this point in the game. They're still giving that maximum effort, even though they're up by so much.
Swinging it around, 3-point opportunity, and she nails it. Sabrina Zerbe responds with a 3 of her own.
Really feeling themselves here, guys, in this fourth quarter. Looks like they're going to run away with it at this point.
59-38, 7:20 left here in the fourth.
Butts again with the ball here.
And Butts nails the floater right there.
Answers back. Now, I haven't heard much from Butts in this in this half, but looks like she's trying to make her presence felt again.
But again, you can't trade baskets here if you're the Hawks. That was definitely something that was touched on in the first half. You can't trade baskets.
Skip pass.
It's not a good effort.
We'll probably see.
Scott again.
Zerbe was looking for the 3-point shot right there.
Almost.
Nice pass. Inside layup is good from number 20, Cameron Hatcher, as she puts the Falcons back up by 21.
Yeah, they are starting to take advantage of those opportunities now. And you can see it on the scoreboard, 21-point lead for the Falcons. Hey, there's Butts again.
That's right there by Butts.
Second score by Butts in a row here.
Yeah, nice mid-range jumper.
Still that 19-point lead. By the Falcons. Huge deficit with only 6 minutes and 25 seconds in the fourth quarter. They're starting to heat up on the offense for the Hawks, but again, it might be too little too late at this point. But again, if they can stop the Falcons from scoring, which is something they haven't been able to do this quarter, you never know what can happen. There's still time, but it is fleeting at this moment.
Yeah, I wonder what point the coaching staff will pull away their starters and put some of the more of the bench in and allow them to get some reps in, because they are up 19 points with about 6 minutes and 25 seconds left. So giving the bench a little time to run would be beneficial.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, Cortland. Now it's non-conference game, and you told me that all the games are important, but is this a good opportunity for the Falcons to get some work in with their players that get less minutes here in this non-conference before conference play starts in a couple of weeks?
Oh, definitely, because basketball is a next man up sport. One play you could have your star player, the next play he rolls his ankle, and the next person has to get ready for to come in and produce the same amount. So getting in-game reps is nothing like practice. It's a lot faster. They don't know the plays. You know the plays. It's just different. It's just different from practice. So allowing the bench players to come in and get some minutes is very beneficial.
So now we'll see Solano bring the ball up court. Silva kicks it out. So now see Solano kicking it around. Three-point shot opportunity is no good. Offensive rebound putback, no good. Rebound taken by Cosumnes River. And Larkin had her back turned around, was not expecting that pass. A little bit of miscommunication right there, and a turnover again for Cosumnes River.
Lack of awareness will cost you. You got to keep your head in the game, regardless of the score.
Now see the
she refuses the dribble handoff, reverse layup, but
just going to connect right there.
Looks like the backboard blocked her that time.
So here we go, Larkin trying to set up the offense. Larkin for three, no good. Rebound taken, nope. Rebound taken again, offensive rebound for the Hawks.
Larkin doesn't like to dribble with her left much. Maybe they should be forcing her right.
And a good job right there by Larkin splitting in defense. Get the two-point shot right there. Good job for the Hawks. And a drive baseline right there by Cameron Hatcher. Gets fouled on the play.
Foul count's only 1-2.
Hawks staying with that aggressive defensive mindset here, but drawing a lot of fouls so far in this second half. It's aggressive, but it's not the cleanest.
Now we see Solano try to inbound the ball right here. Nice pass inside for the easy 2 points.
Beautiful inbounds play.
Lexi Hines able to get the opportunity right there to add on to the lead. And boy, I tell you, Larkin, as we see a jump ball right there, Larkin has definitely been all offense for so far in this fourth quarter for Cosumnes River.
If Larkin had more reliable scores around her, it would be a pretty good game. She's having to take a lot of the offensive load on herself, which is resulting in some tough shots. But overall, she's made some pretty difficult shots considering the circumstances.
Yeah, I mentioned Larkin kind of, taking the ball and kind of putting it on her shoulders, but maybe that's a result of her teammates not really cutting and getting open the way that they would need to for her to feel secure passing them the ball. So, again, it's a team game, and sometimes it's a player, sometimes it's a team. And so it's kind of a little bit of both, it seems like, so far for the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, as you touched on, not much help that Larkin is getting. As we see the inbound play right there, and just can't connect on that open jumper inside. And another jump ball, but that's going to send it to the Falcons.
Yeah, those type of misses are the ones that'll keep you up at night. You're thinking about that, the car ride home.
Again, it's just the Falcons have been, the Hawks have been rushing it all night. It seems like, they have opportunities and they're putting the ball up before they have to instead of just slowing down, taking their time and using technique. They're just trying to rush the ball in, and it's not effective here tonight against the Falcons.
Yeah, that might come from a lack of confidence.
No good right there by Martinez for 2. As we'll now see Cosumnes River bringing it up court. Pass inside, no good. Rebound taken by Martinez. Now see Jada Scott bring it down court. Nice pass inside for 2 from Lexi Hines.
There you go. The Falcons take advantage of those layups in this second half, and that's been the difference.
Jada Scott continues to push the ball down the floor, finding her open teammates, are scoring it herself. She's really an effective player this game. In and out.
So now we'll see Cosumnes River take the ball out underneath the basket.
Yeah, number 5, Brittany Fields just checks in for Solano, giving Scott a rest.
3-point shot right there by Butts, no good. Offensive rebound, trying to kick it to Butts. No, can't connect on that pass, but somehow, some way, they were able to back up with it. Larkin for 3, no good. And a rebound taken by the Falcons.
There it goes, the ball being pushed. You might want to get it to a point guard. Oh, turnover.
Good job right there by Butts. Easy layup opportunity is good.
Good decision not to foul. You just let them have the 2 points. No need to make it 3. I think they should definitely slow the ball down now. They don't have their primary ball handling guard in. A timeout will definitely be beneficial.
We're seeing a lot of fast passes so far already here as we wind down the end of the fourth quarter as a timeout.
Now, like you say, we're in court, it would be a time where normally a team would be slowing it down. Do you think the coaches may be keeping it at this pace because they just want to get that work in? Like you said, they're still kind of working their offense, they're working their fast-paced offense, kind of knowing that no matter what they do at this point, it's probably going to be a victory for them. Do you think maybe they're just kind of trying to continue to work what they want to do the rest of the season at this point? And because they don't seem like they're slowing it down like a coach traditionally would at this point in a game.
Yeah, I hear you. I think right now it comes on to like developing good habits and just keeping that up. In season, if you're up, you just want to keep being up. You don't want to give them any chance to come back. So if you step on their necks late in the game, early in the game, you just got to keep it there. Don't let them get up. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that from Solano.
Do you expect Solano to really start slowing it down now that we're getting close to 3 minutes left in the game here?
They might push it for another minute or so, but around the 2-minute mark is when they'll really start milking the clock out. I don't suspect for Cosumnes to foul. The game's not really close, so they'll probably slow it down around 2 minutes.
Again, take it nice and easy. You don't want to cause any injuries. Again, I know you're down 19. But again, take it slow. No need to rush anything, especially for Solano as well. No need to get into a hassle of anything. You already have a good lead. Don't want to risk anything.
Yeah, I hear you, Nate, because definitely injuries for surely can happen late in games when it's lopsided and score.
And
you
Larkin,
have everything to play for, and they don't.
There. Boy, I tell you, Larkin has been just all the offense for Cosumnes River in this game.
Yeah, she's starting to hit the shots she wasn't hitting earlier in the game. But it's such a big deficit at this point. Even if she were to hit every shot she took from here on out, it still seems like it wouldn't be enough to overcome the Falcons' lead.
Just a little bit too late.
Yeah, if she could have heated up earlier in the second half, might have been a different game, but it is what it is at this point in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she's given her best effort in tonight's game. She's defended their guard, attacked the basket, shot 3. She's done everything she can do. It's just up to her teammates to fill in the rest.
Stella Havea back into the game for the Falcons. Corner 3, opportunity, no good. Rebound taken by the Hawks. We'll see Larkin push it up court. Larkin trying to drive inside. Can't. Try to pass it inside, actually. Can't even get a good pass, and now another turnover for them.
3-point shot.
Falls just short. Rebound taken by Butts. Butts bringing it down. She's pushing, going, trying to drive inside. No, she passes it. Larkin tries to dive for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Turnover for the Hawks and another possession for the Falcons.
About 2 minutes left in the game. Let's see if Solano decides to slow it down. The Cosumnes looks to speed it up as they're pressing. We'll see how Solano responds to the pressure.
You know, definitely a full court pressure right here. They're definitely not giving up. Despite what the score says, don't want to give up no matter what.
Pretty easy press break.
Trying to drive it inside. Rapola kicks it out. Zerbre for three. Good. Sabrina Zerbre knocks down another three. 68-48. 20-point lead for the Falcons. Larkin trying to respond. No good. Rebound taken by Zerbre.
Who do you think the player would be?
And now we see a foul called right there by Liddell. That's the fourth personal right there on Liddell. Pass. Couldn't quite connect on it. Dive for the ball. And we got a quick jump ball call, and it's going to give it right back to the Hawks.
You know, it's always good to see people get on the floor despite the lead or the score. It shows hustle and heart. It's easy to give up in these situations and put your heads down, but Cosumnes continues to play like it's still 5 minutes left on the floor.
You definitely don't want to give up until the final horn sounds, as we now see Butts bring it back up top. Butts crossover right there, drive inside, and a foul called.
Like
going to give her 2 free throws.
Now this is just a heart-building exercise for the Hawks here. They know that the victory is out of reach, so they're just going to continue to, as you said, play hard to develop character as they go into conference play in a couple of games here. It's important for them to stay positive and take take as much opportunity to learn from the last minute of this blowout, kind of a blowout game for them. But you know, they're still playing with heart. And you got to love to see that out of a team that's down by so much here late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, at this level, wins are really the only thing that matters. But in this case, these victories, man, I just forgot the word for it. these moral victories. There you go. Thank you.
There you go. You got it.
These moral victories, yeah, they're kind of important. It lets you know where your teammates' heads are and how they're going to respond later on in the season when they're same position. So.
Yeah, obviously the chips are down right now, but the fact that they're playing hard still, they're not getting frustrated and upset with themselves is a good sign. But you know, Falcons are just playing great basketball this second half. Good defense. They're shooting the ball well, cutting to the hoop and making those layups, and I think that's been the difference in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, at this point, I think Solano should just let them kind of dribble it out. There's no point in fouling anymore.
I want to take this brief moment to just inform you guys, if you're interested in sports broadcasting, as we all are here in the booth, we do have a sports broadcasting program here at Solano College. The spring semester is going to be starting here very shortly. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. in the TV studio. So if you have an interest in sports broadcasting on either side of the camera, whether you are broadcasting games or you're interested in the other side, camera work and the technical side, feel free to inquire at the registration about information regarding our sports broadcasting here at Solano College.
And it definitely is a great program as we wind down the fall semester. How have you guys liked being in the sports broadcasting so far as this game starts to end to a close?
Oh, it's been a ton of fun. You dive right into the action. Yeah, you get the opportunity to be on the floor during football games, in the booth during basketball games. It's just it puts you in a different perspective of how you view sports, and it's really fun.
What I've really enjoyed about the program is the networking aspect of it all. You know, it puts you in a room with people with like-minded interests as far as sports broadcasting and broadcasting in general is concerned, and just meeting other people that have the same interests and the same passion that I do has been really inspiring, and it's been great this whole semester.
And it is definitely a great semester, and I highly recommend taking this class if you have any interest in sports broadcasting or even working the camera at a Solano College game. Greg Poff is definitely a great professor, and it has definitely been one of the best teachers I've had so far throughout my time here at Solano.
Yeah, check it out.
I was going to say, despite Professor Greg Poff, I'm still enjoying this class somehow.
Yeah, I think that'll do it for this game.
Nah, Greg's great, and it's been a great semester.
And that is going to do it. Final score here tonight, 70-48, as the Solano Falcons, it was a close game heading into that second quarter. We thought that the Hawks would try to contain that added pressure, but at the end, the Falcons were able to make sure that they added on to the lead and, winding up with a score of 70-48 to close out the game. Now, Brandon, what were some positives you saw from the Falcons in this game?
Well, obviously, to see the improvement from the first half to the second half. They were having trouble passing and shooting the ball in the first half. Missed a lot of open layups and easy buckets that they didn't miss in the second half. So you like to see that growth within the game. They didn't get frustrated. They didn't get down on themselves. They had a big lead, but they continued to push, and they continued to keep their focus throughout the game. And that's important to see a team that can keep their focus, even though they have such a big lead.
And Cortland, despite the tough loss for Cosumnes River, what was one key player that you saw right there that made a big impact for the team and try to make sure that they can try to, come back, but unfortunately weren't able to get the win?
Of course, we talked about her all night, Brooklyn Larkin. She was, she consistently tried to get it down in the paint. She hit tough shots, but I don't think she had enough help. But she was pretty nice in the first half, but she got quiet in the second half, which kind of left a lot of the offense left up to Larkin, which was kind of a struggle for her. So those two players were really key in the Cosumnes Rivers game.
And that is going to do it for us here in the booth. So now we'll be right back, and when we come back, we will have Brandon Kyle with tonight's player of the game.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
I'm going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
Welcome back, folks. We are here with the Best Buy player of the game from the Solano Falcons, Jada Scott. Now, Jada, you guys had a big lead going in to halftime. What did Coach tell you to make sure that you kept the pressure on and kept performing at top level in the second half?
You know, he just wanted us to push the ball, execute well, don't play down to their level, and just play up to what we are capable of. He wanted us to push the ball, run more offense, and definitely work on defense to come out stronger.
Speaking of pushing the ball, you were a big part of that in the second half. As we saw, you kind of had a speed lineup on the court. Whenever you'd get the ball, you'd get down quick, and you guys weren't able to kind of hit those layups in the first half, but they started going down in the second half. Again, you being a big spark in that. Was that part of the game plan going into the second half to speed things up here and just kind of try to push those Hawks to, kind of get them a little fatigued here and take advantage in the second half?
Yeah, that was definitely going to be one of the big advantages, if pushing the ball and looking up the floor for second half after coming out of halftime. So, yeah, that was a big advantage of pushing the ball and looking up the floor and finishing more shots.
Nice. Now, you guys only have a couple games left, and it's conference play. How are you feeling getting ready to get into this Bay Valley Conference play?
I'm feeling good. We're feeling confident as a team, and I think we got this.
Nice. So that was Jada Scott, the Best Buy player of the game here, as the Solano Falcons defeat the Cosumnes River Hawks. Guys, on behalf of the Solano sports broadcasting team, I'm Brandon Kyle. For my associates in the booth, Nate and Cortland, we'd like to say good night, and we will see you next time.